Hi everyone, this is a step-by-step drawing video of Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia. When you're watching this video, please make sure that you're watching it from my YouTube channel Kalin Lyfe. Thank you. First, I start by drawing Izuku's eyes. If you also want to draw Izuku along with me, don't hesitate to grab a pencil and a piece of paper and follow my steps. After you're done drawing his eyes, we can move on to drawing his nose. His nose is a very short line, it's almost like a dot beneath his right eye. Next, I'm going to draw his mouth. His mouth is wide open and the height of his mouth is about the same height as his eye. Inside his mouth, I'm going to draw some details like the outline of his teeth. So keep on following my steps so that you don't miss out on these details. Next, I'm going to draw the outline of his face. So the outline of his face is drawn very closely to his eyes and to his mouth. I'm going to draw Izuku's hair now. I think for this part you can go a bit more freestyle, but still you have to make his hair look like a proportionate size on his head so that it looks natural. Now I'm drawing his bangs, so they are, like you see, very disorderly. There's no regular size or shape or regular direction in which they are pointing, so you can go a bit more freestyle when drawing his hair. I'm drawing this curved line around his head. It's going to guide me to know exactly how thick I want to draw his hair around his head. So you can also use this kind of shapes to guide you when you're drawing the thickness of his hair on his head, to make it look more natural so that the hair is not drawn too thick or too thin on his head. I'm sorry about this part. I didn't notice while filming that the camera was too low and wasn't capturing the upper part of his hair while I was drawing. But don't worry, I'm going to move the drawing slightly lower in a few minutes so that you can see how I drew the upper part of his hair and see if you have been able to draw approximately a similar shape for the top part of his hair. After drawing the outer outline of his hair, I'm now going to draw the inner outline of his hair. And then inside this inner outline, I'm going to slightly shade it so that this will be the shadow inside his hair. You notice that I'm drawing some like irregular triangular shapes within the shadow area of his hair. These irregular triangular shapes are going to be the highlights on the shadow of his hair. That is, this triangular shape will be green in color later on when I'm going to color Izuku, and the area outside of these triangular shapes will be the shadow area. So you just need to leave this triangular shape blank later on when you're going to shade the shadow area on his hair. So just follow my steps and you'll be able to understand what I mean. Now I'm drawing some other irregular shapes in the outer area of his hair. These irregular shapes will be the shadows on his hair as well. And now we just need to lightly shade the shadow areas on his hair. So you just need to shade all the areas which are the shadow areas, and then you leave blank the areas which are like the highlights on the shadow area. We are now done with drawing his head. Let's move on to drawing his neck. And on this side, I'm going to draw his shoulder. Izuku is also wearing his face mask around his neck, so this is what I'm drawing right now. I'm drawing the shape of his mask. After you're done drawing his mask and shoulder line, I'm going to show you how I draw his hand, which is clenched in a fist. So his hand has to be drawn about the same size as his face, because the drawing technique we're using right now is for shortening. It's going to depict his hand as being extended from his body. So this creates an illusion of a 3D effect on this 2D drawing. Now I'm drawing his other hand, which is also clenched in a fist. So we are going to use the same drawing technique, that is foreshortening. And you will notice that this hand is even wider than his right hand, because his left hand is even more forward and is extended even further from his body, so it has to be drawn like bigger in size, and this gives like a 3D effect to the drawing, although it's a 2D drawing. You won't have to draw much of his chest since it's hidden by his fist, but now we are drawing his abdomen area. Now I'm drawing the outline for his belt. Then draw a V shape for his groin area. And from this V shape you can then draw his legs. Once you have drawn the outline for his leg, you can start drawing the shape of his shoe. Remember to draw his right shoe smaller than his left shoe. This will give the impression that his right foot is further behind his left foot. This is again the foreshortening drawing technique. Now let's continue to draw the details on his hand. So I'm going to draw the shape of the fingers in his clenched fist. Let's also draw the details for his left hand. I am now going to draw some other folds on his sleeves. Then this part I'm drawing right now is his elbow protector. I'm going to lightly shade the elbow protector because this part later on I'll have to color it in black. So this will just remind me that this part should be black in color. And now I'm drawing the small pouches attached to his belt. So there are a few of them to draw on each side of his belt. now let's draw the folds on his bodysuit. And now let's draw the details on his knee protectors. Then the same as we did for the elbow protectors, I'm going to shade his knee protectors as well, because they're supposed to be black in color, so the areas shaded are going to be in black. notice that there are some areas on the knee protectors which I have left blank. This is because these areas are the highlights on the knee protectors. And now I'm going to draw the details on his shoe. On the outline of his shoe soles, you can draw some evenly spaced dents. You can also do some light shading on some areas of his shoe which will be darker in color. Now let's draw the details for his other shoe. Alright, now the pencil drawing is completed. I hope you are able to finish this drawing of Izuku Midoriya as well, and you enjoyed the process of drawing this character. If you are able to draw Izuku by watching this video, feel free to send me your drawings of this character. You can send the photos to me via my Facebook account or on Instagram. If you would like to support me, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, or you can also visit me on my online shop The link for my online shop is available on my YouTube about page or on my YouTube banner. After finishing the pencil drawing, I'm also going to outline the sketch with a black pen and color the dark areas with a black Sharpie. Once you are done with the black outline and coloring the dark areas, you can erase the pencil marks with an eraser.